Well, thank God that that's over. Ugh. Oh man, that
Shit
was
put me to sleep, boy.
that was a listen. All right, man. So final verdict. Overall thoughts on the album.
No, he did something that is very rare. I gotta give it to him, bro. 0 for 19. That's something. And I already know what's gonna come, man. Like dudes are just hating. No, they don't know what they're talking about. No, yeah. I'm losing friendships over this one. I'll tell you that.
I don't know anybody can say that this is a good album. Thought the album was bad, very bad. Too long, put me to sleep half of it. Production was pretty whack for most of it. The lyrics were, I mean, I don't go into a Travis Scott album for lyrics anyways, but the lyrics are just, I mean, they're really bad, man, really bad. And there was just nothing really quality that I got from the album, so nothing at all. In fact, this might have fucked me up for a couple days, so might need to regenerate from this one.
Yeah, I think how we were saying earlier, there's just certain things that could have been avoided, and I don't know why he took that approach. First of all, 19 tracks. I mean, if you're giving me 19 tracks in an album, I'm expecting the album to be like, something worthy to listen to. The unfortunate part is we spent like an hour. No, I'm showing here 2 hours and 18 seconds, and that's something we'll never get back. Yeah, just pure disappointment. I will agree with Dennis though. For you to not have, at least me, there was not one song that I liked in particular.
I agree.
For you to be 0 and 19, that's pretty difficult to do. Even with the sorriest artist that you can think of, I would always imagine they at least have that one song in the album where I'm just like, all right, you know what? I actually like that song. I can actually listen to that one. With every song that went by, it just made it completely impossible for me to even just be able to like any track. Like there was just no track that I felt was good. I feel like the features overwhelming. It was just too much in terms of features, and they all sounded bad in my opinion. The
When you
production
got
on it.
Drake, when you got Drake whispering, having being the best thing in your album, I mean that's a huge. Oh yeah, that's a huge problem, bro.
There you got Drake whispering. I didn't like The Weeknd. Definitely did not like Beyonce. Some of the other features they had, I was just not a fan of. Now, all in all, it was just a piece of trash. The production, I mean, you can tell it's definitely a lot of Kanye influence behind that. I just feel like it was overdone. I feel like he overproduced. They got a little too excited behind the boards, and I mean, there's like 1,000 beat switches in that whole thing,
Yeah,
and
unnecessary too.
and then to top it all off, which is something that I've been saying for some years now, Travis Scott does not say anything in his lyrics. Like if you read his lyrics, it just there's no substance behind it. I'm not expecting for every song to, for there to be like for you to make sense on every song. I'm not expecting every song to be about something in particular. But when everything else is not working, I'm at least expecting for the lyrics to at least have some kind of substance to be like, hey, you know what, like he killed that. Like he actually said something there. There's just nothing that I can really point to here where I can be like, you know what, you did a good job. I think the only thing that really stood out about the album was the production. But I think and again, that's like not even to say that the production was great. Like I said, I feel like he overproduced. But at least, right, like if this was a album where, it was just nothing but instrumentals, it'd be much easier to digest than everything else that was going on with the people that they had and, with him rapping on it. So, yeah, no, trash. I definitely would not be revisiting this album. I think this album was a one and done for me. I'm sure that's the case for y'all. And Yeah, I've definitely heard better Travis Scott projects. This to me has to be like the worst project I've ever heard from him. So I already know I can already see the fanboys and everybody else going crazy, but it's a no for me.
No, yeah, I know these are two completely different artists, but look, Logic, when he dropped, what is it, The Incredible Story or something like that, you know, it was kind of like, oh, he's going to space, this and that. You know, he had, even though the album wasn't class or anything by all means, he kept the focus on it. You know, it was something that, well, you know, he gave you the feeling like, okay, you know, you're in space, got some good tracks. The storyline was there. He was, you know, trying to provide you with something. And, you know, for you trying to provide like some type of utopia feeling, he failed miserably. There was no songs there that really made you feel, you know, you were in utopia. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, here's the bright side. We never have to talk about it again.
Right about that.